What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Joe, from Clash Techs with Joe. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get right into this weekend recap. Got a lot of work going on this weekend. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go play-by-play today. We're not going to be able to do another video on this week. We had a lot of action, man. Absolutely insane week of action from the CWL Lite. I got to stream 4.5 hours the other day, and we had an absolute blast. We had some upsets. Pick'ems, yeah, I didn't do very well. I went 12 for 4. We did have one guy that actually went 15-1. Got very close to winning that gift card. But anyways, we got Above and Beyond versus Fat Cats here. Fat Cats came up a little short, man, very short from actually upsetting Above and Beyond. Above and Beyond went 3 for 4 on dip attacks. Fat Cats did suffer a dip fail and 3 out of 4 on their dips. They also had to use some of their Town Hall 10s to drop down and clear some 9s, so a little bit of shortcomings there. Yeah, very close war either way. So right now we have a very low tier 1 Town Hall 10 base here in Black Pearl, being 3-starred by the attacker from Above and Beyond, coming in with the balloons on the backside of those lava hounds as a transition. And like every other air attack that I've tried to teach you in the past, or those of you that are trying to learn, it's like a semicircle around, basically filling in with balloons as the tanking troops get there on the air defense to block, using the haste spells to launch those balloons ahead. They will come in on the backside of this air sweeper there, and then following it up with a heal spell to help the balloons progress through the remaining defenses here. There actually is a hound that does not pop. The final score in this war is 71-70. Nagaland Elite versus Archer Outlaws. So again, Nagaland Elite is having a hard time up top with the dip fails. They did go 2 for 4 on their dips. So they had one that, or 2 of those attacks that were actually failed. Here we have Anonymous from Archer Outlaws, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. There was only one of those this war. Another lower tier Town Hall 10 base. So if you're not noticing in the trend here in the past couple weeks is Town Hall 10 3-stars most of the time, not every single time, but most of the time is due to a lower tier Town Hall 10 or served up on a lower tier Town Hall 10. So the jump spell here really just kind of breaks the base to send the golems to tank for the Barbarian King and bowlers. The Archer Queen went around and cleared the backside of the base before actually falling. And then the bowlers will continue to progress, getting a lot of value here out of those bowlers in the Barbarian King, getting rid of the Archer Queen, and leaving only 2 air defenses left on the base, despite the Inferno Tower still standing. And that's where he drops this group of balloons with haste spell to launch the balloons directly in on that Inferno Tower, and then following it up with the hounds from the 2 angles up in the north to meet up and just really part the base in half. If you didn't notice there, that first group of balloons went down in a fiery flame very quickly as he has the heal spell, the rage spell to launch the balloons into the Inferno Tower, coming in from the back end, trying to catch up here to get the balloons in on that remaining air defense as they decide to path in a different direction, going after the Wizard Tower there, and then they eventually do go on to that air defense. Soki Secundum versus USA Adults. We got Soki Secundum putting down USA Adults 72-70. Unfortunately, USA Adults is unable to secure that first win of the season. And then again, we have a single Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. In this attack here, another lower Town Hall 10, lower tier Town Hall 10 with the golems dropped to tank for the Archer Queen, using Wizard for assisting with setting the funnel. Barbarian King is down, and then a jump spell in a location directly in on an air defense and leading into an Inferno Tower, the Archer Queen, as well as the Clan Castle. So you see how they parted the base here, coming directly in on the location to get rid of a lot of integral defenses. The Inferno Tower, the Archer Queen falling, and now the Archer Queen, his Archer Queen was actually almost able to take down a 3rd air defense there, or a 2nd air defense there, as the air portion will soon start to trickle in from the south, I believe, if I remember correctly. No, correction, from the north. So he will drop a rage spell to speed these balloons up and get them directly in on this heavy area where the Teslas and the Archer Towers are located. So clearly this was a 2nd or 3rd attempt on this base. He knew what, they knew what to plan for. It obviously wasn't a first time hit as the Lava Hounds are piled up on the air defense, and a rage spell sends the loons together into a sweeper, into the second to last air defense, and then those hounds will continue to tank into that final air defense, dropping minions up north. The Barbarian King's still alive and still working, and now you know, at this point it's just a balloon parade of about 10 to maybe 10 to 12 balloons there to final up, hit that haste spell, go into the backside of a sweeper, and hit that cannon. So the final score here is 72 to 70. So Kisakundam upsets USA Adults as we go into Kinnick Society versus Michigan Rose. I know I was wrong in my pick'ems. Michigan Rose, I should have picked you guys. I'm just joking. Yeah, I got bashed pretty bad on the pick'ems for picking Kinnick Society, but I had some faith. You know, thinking that Kinnick was getting tired of losing, and they're going to come in pretty hot this war. Unfortunately, the defenses gave them a little bit of a hard time. Looking at the notes here, Kinnick Society had 3 dip fails. They went 1 for 4 on dips, and they had to shift some Town Hall 10s down to clear some Town Hall 9s. Michigan Rose put up a 94.40 as we have this you know, beautiful Town Hall 9 attack from Dark Knight. Just a mass air sweep of balloons after taking down the you know, the Archer Queen in the south and getting rid of, well, the Clan Castle is just a hound, so it doesn't really matter here. Kinnick Society was only able to put up an 88.68% destruction average this war. I don't really know what happened here. You know, they must have been struggling down in the Town Hall 9s or something. Final score in this one was 71 to 65 as our balloons part off and go after the final defenses down there in the southeast, taking out the mortar and finishing up on that bomb tower. So next up we have, well, maybe we might get there, as I actually included going in after this final wizard tower, and then obviously the cleanup here. So Alphas versus Coastal Clash. So I called for Coastal Clash to, you know, to come up and serve up and put Alphas down, and it didn't quite exactly happen that way. Alphas was able to put up a 2-star difference on Coastal Clash. Neither one of these clans had a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. So everything was pretty much won by the dip attacks as well as the Town Hall 9s. Coastal Clash suffered 2 dip fails and 9 attempts on the top Town Hall 11s with their Town Hall 10s. So they had a little bit of a hard time on the unable to get the 2nd star on that top base. That top base was left 1-starred, unfortunately. So they had a little bit of a hard time there, getting rid of that that top base. Wasted some attacks up there. As Alphas was able to put up a 93.68% destruction average. So a very close war here, very close divisional matchup here. As the Queen goes in, taking out a lot of the defenses there. The Baby Dragon's still alive and will chase after that Lava Hound. The Archer Queen actually survives the mass majority of this attack. The balloons, this attack right here, I pulled this one because it was actually a very tight attack. I mean, very, when you first look at it, you're like, oh my goodness, like the Queen's still standing, this Baby Dragon's still chasing everything and putting it down. And the Baby Dragon eventually falls due to the lava pups and that poison spell, as the group of balloons is coming in from the northeastern side of the base, going into the Teslas, going into a group of wizard towers. The haste spell, or the heal spell, as well as a rage spell is placed there. The skeleton spell is placed for the Archer Queen, but they get jumped by the goblins. So, I mean, it's just one of those attacks that looks like it fails right off the bat, or it looks like it's going to be a fail. That Archer Queen is locked on to that Lava Hound at this point, which actually frees up those balloons from going down and saving the attack for the most part. Just straight up saves the attack because the balloons are able to take out the take out the Expo, take out the Sweeper, and finish up this attack. The balloons actually do, in fact, take out the Archer Queen here. Just an awesome attack, or awesome save. Heavy Hitters 2 versus our Vasas. So Heavy Hitters 2, finally, they win their first win of the since like week 1 or week 2. I can't remember. It's been so far back. They put up a 93.88 destruction average on our Vasas. This war was decided by percentage. Let's see here. Our Vasas suffered 2 dip fails and had to shift Town Hall 10s down on some 9s as well. So again, Heavy Hitters 2 was able to capitalize on Heavy Hitters 2, or on our Vasas failures in the dip fail region. As you have the bowlers going in on this lower Town Hall 10 tier base, taking out the Archer Queen, getting rid of some air defenses there. Archer Queen's following. The Barbarian King's ability's been popped. And you see how wide that funnel is down in the south, so that way the bowlers go directly into the base. I mean, just really setting it up for the air portion on the opposite side of the base. As that first hound goes in, haste spell is down as the, for the balloons to group up there, and then they'll launch into that level 1 Inferno Tower. Obviously, we have air set skeleton traps here, which is bad news for our balloons. As a second lava hound comes in from a max one from the clan castle, haste spell is down, heal spell is down for our balloons to get in on those expos, and another haste spell to launch our balloons in from the north. So not as clean, but still, nonetheless, still a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. The final haste is down to launch our balloons directly in on that level 1 Inferno Tower. They will end up capitalizing, taking out the remaining defenses on this base. This one decided by percentage, 69-69 is the final score between Heavy Hitters 2 and our Vasca. So, YOLO Mode versus the OSF. YOLO Mode and the OSF, man, it's a very tight war. Another very tight divisional matchup here. 0 on the Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks. YOLO Mode went 3 for 4 on dip fails, as the OSF were actually perfect on their dip fails. But yeah, just everything was kind of won by the Town Hall 9s and the dip fails. Both of them matching up for a percent here. YOLO Mode put up a 96.9 or 96.60% destruction average on the OSF, and obviously winning it by percentage. As we have this Archer Queen down in the south, the Dragon's going to go down. This is another one of those Town Hall 9 attacks that was just really sweet to watch, because it looked like it was going to be an absolute disaster from the beginning. The Archer Queen is down, the Barbarian King is down, and now he's drawing out, he or she's drawing out the Dragon with archers. And then, a poison spell will go down, some minions will go down to assist with getting rid of this Dragon. And what's going to end up happening is it's going to be a clean sweep of balloons from the south and then from the north, and they're going to work their way in. So there's about 6 balloons there that are going in on those defenses, meeting up on that air defense and the sweepers, and then they'll move into the Tesla farm that's in the very center of the base of the core of the base there. The Tesla farm's kind of bad news when it comes to balloons, because they're all grouped up together. The splash damage from the payload from the balloons takes out multiple of those defenses together when they're stacked like that. Works out rather well though, as the very excessively large group of balloons come down from the south and just follow this line of defenses all the way down, hitting a rage spell into that final air defense, that wizard tower. We still have a hound that's tanking for our balloons up in the north. And just a clean sweep of this Town Hall 9 base. Very odd shaped base. Looks like a house. Anyways, War Addicts versus Gazi Bomber. So I called for War Addicts to show up and win. Another very tight war here. Gazi Bomber ends up putting them down by 1. Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. This is obviously a little bit of a higher level defensive Town Hall 10 here. The final score in this one was 72-71, as you have an Archer Queen. A queen walk down in the south, single to double bowlers that are working on structures behind the town hall. We have archers over in the far west working on structures, and you had that single bowler up top that was working on an air defense up there from afar. As he gets the the golem that will go in and sit on that wall, surprisingly, I'm surprised he didn't go after that cannon. I guess it's just slightly out of its range, and two teams of bowlers behind that. The Archer Queen gains access to the Inferno Tower, which she will in fact take down the Inferno Tower, and then he joins these 3 compartments together with a jump spell, allowing access for the bowlers to go in. Now look at that bowler that's over where the town hall's at. They are working on a structure which ends up taking out the air defense. It's very clever that nothing was in range there to take care of the bowlers over there, as the Barbarian King, the Archer Queen, and bowlers have gained access to the core of this base. Just absolutely insane attack here to watch, as the haste spell launches our balloons into a Tesla, into that Archer Tower, and then they'll fall before they actually get to that. Yeah, there they go. So Freeze Spell in the north was just short of the Inferno Tower, just short of catching that Inferno Tower. Very well placed, sort of well placed in Freeze Spell there. as the balloons split and they go after, a group goes after the bomb tower and that final Tesla over there. And then they, over the far northwest of the base, we have the air defense falling and just all clean up at this point. Final score here is 72 to 71. Oh my goodness. So Andun War versus Cold Step. I streamed the final 30 minutes of this war, and Andun War is looking phenomenal right now. I mean, they're doing a great job. It's really hard to believe that they've been, that they spent the first half of the season struggling to capture their first win. They won last week against Time Vortex. They upset Time Vortex. This week, they put up a whopping 73 stars on Cold Step. They had 2 Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks. They're starting to click on all cylinders here, man. They're doing great. So you got this Queen going in. You notice how they split and took care of both air defenses here. Barbarian King here, almost gets rid of that Tesla. The Archer Queen does, in fact, prevail. And then the attacker here, the Clan Hunter's Queen, prevails in getting rid of the enemy Archer Queen, that cannon, as well as that Tesla, as it starts to transition into the air portion where, they have the double stacked air defenses on top of each other. Queen's still working. She's over there locked on to that Town Hall. And at this point, it's all balloon parade. Haste spells launching, freeze spell in between, taking down the Expo and the Inferno at the same time. Rage spell launching everything ahead. Then a heal spell. So the heal spell is placed in a really decent location to where it provides coverage in a very dense area. But I like that move over there in the far east where the haste spell almost worked. It almost worked. The haste spell was dropped and a pile of balloons was sent in directly in on that Inferno tower, but the air sweeper really kind of threw it off. Luckily, this attacker here was able to save this attack, raise spell down to get the large group of balloons into that final Inferno tower. And then, they kind of split off again, and they go up to the, the Archer Tower, and then they go over to that, Mortar. Just a very slow attack at this point, but either way, not an easy attack to, gain control over. This attack here actually does come down to the minions and the lava pups. The haste spell is dropped there for that group of balloons. They will get rid of the Wizard Tower. The Archer Queen, in fact, gets locked onto this Lava Hound. And really, you're almost like, oh my god. But it does end up being a 3-star. So, Crazy Monkey versus Violent Wizard. So, 2 weeks in a row now, Crazy Monkeys has disappointed me or let me down in my pick'ems. And then this week, they actually show up. Another very tight war here. Violent Wizards put on a heck of a show trying to shut them down. Let's see here as I look at my notes real fast. Crazy Monkey suffered 3 dip fails. 3 dip fails up north. And then Violent Wizards was suffered only 1. So this attack, Crazy Monkeys made up for it with their 2 Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-stars, getting them back into the war. 93.72% destruction average as we're watching this lower tier Town Hall 10 3-star attack. The Queen Walk, gets in on that Barbarian King rage spell down for the Clan Castle troops, and then should walk her way around towards the south. She's kind of tied up on that baby dragon right there. She goes in after the mines. There's a wizard over there dropped in the far southern corner. The Barbarian King is dropped. And then the Archer Queen actually goes directly into the location where the enemy Archer Queen is at. Tanking for the wall breakers to get in there and open up that first compartment. Giving the Archer Queen access because they're going to use a rage spell here to take out the enemy Archer Queen and then assist this Barbarian King taking out more defenses. Going after that air defense over in the southern side of the base, or the southern compartment there. As the Queen works her way up, getting rid of the Wizard Tower, she'll go after that elixir pump or elixir storage, and then the Wizard actually prevails and gets rid of that air defense. The air troops should come in from the west or the northwest. No, goodness. Shows how off I was. Good job there, bud. Coming in from the southeast, going in directly in on the location where there's a Inferno Tower, 2 Teslas, and the traps. Another group of balloons coming from the far north, meeting up on that air defense. Haste spells, launching everything into the core of the base, and then a heal spell in the core of the base where the Expos are at, the Sweeper, the Wizard Towers. Just a crazy attack here as the Archer Queen's ability is popped, and she will assist with getting rid of the Inferno Tower. So the Archer Queen making her way this deep into the base to actually assist this attack be successful with the balloons, piling up on that last Expo, and then the Queen will actually, I think she might go, no, she doesn't go down. She actually does stay alive as the balloons are going down due to a skeleton trap over there, meeting up on that Tesla, and then that final cannon. Final score here is 69-69. Let's see, LP4 Hades versus Gabales. So, man, Gabales for the win, man. Again, 95.24% destruction average. Both of these clans were unable to produce a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. Gabales went 3 for 4 on dip attacks. LP4 Hades went 1 for 4 on dip attacks, and they had to shift some Town Hall 10s down onto the 9s. So Gabales' defenses gave him a little bit of a hard time. So this attack here was actually a very pretty clean sweep of this base design, granting access to the 2 locations of air defense and a expo there. The bowlers are going to power their way through the base, hitting another jump spell, keeping the king and the golems moving. The bowlers will get kind of separated there. There's witches in this attack here. We got 12 balloons that'll sneak in from the north as the air defenses are over in the far west. I mean, just a really beautiful Town Hall 9 attack here on breaking the base down. The bowlers are just sitting there on the wall, taking out the defenses over in the final compartments there, leaving that cannon there. I believe they don't get the cannon as the group of balloons comes in directly in on a Tesla farm location. I'm surprised to see that we're still building Tesla farms, to tell the truth, because all it requires is a haste spell and a large pack of balloons, and they power through those like it's nothing. The Queen and the King actually do assist. Well, no, the Queen doesn't. The Queen assists with sitting on a wall. That's what she does. Final score here is 70-67. Meet the Kings versus Time Vortex. Man, Time Vortex and Meet the Kings. Another very tight war. I did get to stream the final minutes of this war. Very close. Meet the Kings was very close on getting some Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attacks, but neither clan was able to produce one of those. Meet the Kings put us up a 95.80% destruction average on Time Vortex. Very tight war here. Time Vortex puts up a 95.28. So the war was decided by 1 star. Meet the Kings did have a dip fail. I mean, both of these clans are top tier clans doing great work within their division here. Meet the Kings does take the lead in this division. They actually took the lead last week, but they really do solidify the lead in their division this week by beating and putting down Time Vortex, moving Time Vortex to 5-2-1. But we'll get into the standings at the end of the video. The Archer Queen here is walking. She's taking out a lot of structures. She's getting rid of a lot of defenses here. The Clan Castle is actually drawn by a Scout Wall Breaker. Poison spell is down. Rage spell is down for that Queen to work on the baby dragon, with the witch that is in this Clan Castle, and then she'll continue to progress into the base as he's going after another air defense as well as the Archer Queen, which really just frees it up for the dragons. So dragons and 10 balloons. So he releases all of those dragons up in the north or the far eastern corner, and they move their way in. Now the Archer Queen is going to continue to put in a lot of work. She takes out the air sweeper over here. She's taking out multiple air sweepers here, or air defenses here, and then she's continuing to progress around and into the Tesla farm. So I mean, it's really more VIP Queen, as you have a group of dragons sweeping down through the north with a group of balloons that are assisting with getting rid of defenses up in the north, going in on the Archer Tower, taking out the Expo with splash damage or suicide, a suicide there, and then this Queen. Check out the Queen. She's still riding the lightning, man. She's holding on for dear life versus that it ends up being a 3-star. So House of L versus 1001 crew. Another war decided by percentage. 71-71 is the final score in this war. Let's see, 95.24% destruction average to 95.04 by House of L. I mean, neither one of these clans were able to produce a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. I mean, that's just how tight these wars were this weekend. Just absolutely insane wars to watch. Great to be a part of multiple wars this weekend. 4.5-hour stream covering these wars. Let's see here. Archer Queen goes in to the location, draws at Clan Castle. Her ability is popped to take care of both of these dragons. And then the Golem comes in from the south. Just kind of sweeping the area. It was kind of interesting how that Golem just did that. Swept the area, finding a bomb location, getting rid of a Tesla, and then the Archer Queen is going to continue to work up into that northernmost compartment as the Barbarian King and the Bowlers are released. Wall breakers are dropped in order to open up the compartment, and the Bowlers and the tanking unit in the Golem will follow this compartment into the base. Correction. No, they won't. Barbarian King and the Bowlers decide they want to kick outside. That's about right. That's about normal, isn't it? Anyway, so they're working on trash ring structures. You got one single bowler in there working on an air defense, but there's hog riders in this attack. It's fine. Jump spell. See how he drops a jump spell trying to direct the bowlers in, and the Barbarian King's ability was popped to get rid of those structures, send those bowlers into the base, and really just expose that giant bomb as the hog riders come in from the northeast. Heal spell is down. The final spell is down for the hog riders to meet up and get in on that air defense, get in on that final expo. The Archer Queen's been sitting up in that northern compartment the entire raid, just completely useless. The balloon actually does come in here, assist those hog riders, and finish out the attack. LP3 Chiron versus Assassin Score. Man, what a war. Absolute insane war. Had a great time streaming with you guys. You guys are phenomenal. Both clans. I hats off to Assassin Score and LP3 Chiron. It's an absolute pleasure working with you guys. Unfortunately, LP3 Chiron had some very bad luck in the connection issues department. They had some fails in some locations. I mean, in the sense of fails due to connection. It was very unfortunate to see. They were very positive, or they were pretty sure they were going to win this war. I put it like that. And they ended up getting let down hardcore. But Assassin Score served it up, man. They were unable to produce a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack. Assassin Score was. LP3 Chiron, QHS, you know that guy? Yeah, he produced one. But he had some unfortunate luck on his second attack with connection issues. Anyways, Assassin Score putting up 71 points, or 71 stars on LP3 Chiron. Really just kind of psyching him out with stats as you have this beautiful Town Hall 9 attack here. The bowlers, the queen, working their way through the core of the base and just sweeping this whole south or northeastern side of the base with the balloons, going in on that final air defense, meeting up with the cannon, sneaking a balloon in on the mortar up there. Archer Queen's still alive and Barbarian King's alive. So, I mean, they just completely overpowers this base with the air portion, and the cleanup, actually, to tell the truth. So, either way, phenomenal war. Absolutely phenomenal war to be a part of, man. Let me scroll down through my notes here. I want to make sure I stay on top of what I'm talking about here. Anyways, Pinoy Violator MP versus LexCorp. LexCorp was unable to produce their first win of the season. They dropped to 0-8. I did get to stream this final few minutes of Pinoy Violator MP winning, putting down LexCorp. They put up 71 stars on LexCorp and 95.68% destruction average. Thanks for allowing me to come over and stream, you guys. I had a blast. I had OMG in the chat in Twitch. I mean, we had so much fun, man. I cannot express. If you guys are in the Light League, you want to represent, represent your clans, you got to join in on the streams, man. We have so much fun. And also, now we're taking bets. Now we can place bets on, who's going to score what. So anyways, let's see here. Pinoy suffered one dip fail. LexCorp suffered a dip fail and a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple at the end of the war. Well, actually, Pinoy put in the Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star at the end of the war, not LexCorp. My notes are wrong. Good job, Balloons are sneaking in. Rage spell is down, freezing that Archer Queen. Freezes the Archer Queen, drops the skeleton trap or skeleton spells there to work on that queen. They do put the queen down while she was frozen, and then bring in balloons and another hound in from the south. Just a beautiful attack here by OMG, man. I almost caught it live. He was trying to get me to join the clan, and I ended up getting there just a little too late to miss this attack. I don't think he realized that I was actually going to come to the clan. But anyways, Balloons will pile up on that Inferno Tower, get rid of the Inferno Tower, go in on the Tesla, getting rid of the Wizard Tower, and finishing this attack up for a beautiful 3-star attack. 71 to 69 is the final score in this war. Pinoy Violator MP upsets LP4. So our final war, Redline versus JTJ. Another very tight war, man. Another very tight divisional matchup here. Redline does, in fact, put JTJ down. 69 to 68 is the final score in this war. 93.12% destruction average by Redline. JTJ put up a 94.36. What happened in this war, you say? Well, JTJ suffered another dip fail up top. Redline suffered 2 dip fails. So, I mean, it was just absolutely insane war that Redline was able to pull out and gain an additional star on JTJ. We got the Golem coming in from the far eastern corner. You got the Archer Queen. You got the Queen Walk up in the north working. She's going to continue to work and take out structures. She should start getting engaged. I think it's a level 20 Queen. Yeah, we got a level 20 Queen here. We got a level 18 Barbarian King. Just a beautiful attack, man. As we got the bowlers. You got the Barbarian King that'll be dropped over in the far western corner of this base to draw that clan castle. And I think some bowlers or something over there. I can't remember exactly. Bowlers out of the clan castle over here in the far east to go in, join the golems. Barbarian King or something was dropped over there. I can't remember what was dropped over there to draw that clan castle. The Archer Queen meets up with the bowler group, and the poison spells are dropped, and they all just kind of cycle through this base. Jump spell is dropped to join 3 compartments as the bowlers. Oh yeah, that's right. So we got this is an awesome attack. Another golem comes out to distract the Barbarian King. I completely forgot. Distract that Barbarian King while the friendly Barbarian King goes in. Level 18 King took out a level 30 King with the assistance of some wizards. They crack into this compartment. We have some Hog Riders coming in to finish up this attack. Just a beautiful attack here by Lord Renegor from Redline. Archer Queen will assist with getting rid of some defenses here. And now let's go ahead and get ready to go into your rankings. Brought to you by War Match. The link for them is down in the description. Above and Beyond holds up #1 position at 8-0. Meet the Kings pushes up into the 2nd position at 7-1. Assassin Score shifts down into the 3rd slot at 7-1. Archer Outlaws, Alphas, Gabales jumps up, Redline jumps up, and all 4 teams are at 6-2. Time Vortex brings up the bottom of this list at 5-2-1 and dropping 4 slots. Sois Secundum, Gazi Bomber, 1001 Crew, LP3 Chiron, and YOLO Mode, as well as JTJ are all 5-3. LP3 Chiron and JTJ are the biggest losses here, dropping 5 slots and 6 slots respectively. Our Vasas and Michigan Rose hold up 15 and 16 at 4-4. One team shifting down and one team shifting up from the next map. War Addicts drops 1. Pinoy Violator MP, Crazy Monkey are all 4-4. Crazy Monkey had the biggest jump here at 6 slots by winning this week and going to 4-4. Coastal Clash, Nagaland Elite, Violent Wizards, LP4 Hades, as well as Kinck Society are all 3-5. Kinck Society dropped 5 slots this week as we should move into the final group of teams here holding it up from the bottom. Fat Cat shifts down to number 25 in rankings at 3-5. Heavy Hitters 2, Cold Sept, House of L, and Andun War are all 2-6. The OSF shifts all the way down 2 slots at 1-7. USA Adults and LP4 are both teams are unwinning at this moment. Drop some comments below, and thanks for watching, guys.